everyone, my Mama and I Budget here, and welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. So today we are going to be doing our first cash stuffing for the month of November. So let me just take out our cash and from my wallet and count how much we are going to be stuffing for today. So I believe, let me just put this to the side. I have an extra 1,000 here. This is for my son. So let me just count this, and I believe this is 5,000 pesos. So let's just give this a quick count. So we have here 1,500, 2,500, 3,100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 4,100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 5,000. So we have 5,000 pesos. So we are stuffing a lesser amount from this paycheck onwards. We used to stuff like 6,000 pesos every paycheck, but now it's only 5,000 pesos, and that is because my husband's loan, he took out a loan earlier this year to help us pay our bills, because I already mentioned in my previous video, any saving that we have before the pandemic, it was depleted last year. So those savings, we used it to pay for our bills and utilities, credit card during the pandemic, especially during the lockdown. So after lifting the lockdown last year, that's like 4 months of lockdown. So after lifting that, we paid our bills, utilities, and credit card in full. That is 4 months worth of bills. We paid that in full using our savings, and the rest we used for the rest of the year to help us survive, financially. So during the pandemic last year, especially during the lockdown, my husband's only receiving half of his monthly salary, and that is because their company issued a new policy that if you don't reach your sales quota, and I think I have already mentioned that my husband works in sales, so if you don't receive your sales quota for the month, then you will only be receiving half of your salary. And last year, it's the pandemic, so life is, he didn't have that much sales, or he didn't close that much deals. The first quarter of 2021, he took out a salary loan from his company to help us, pay our bills for the first quarter of the year. And that loan is payable within 2 years, and the first monthly payment starts from this paycheck. So from this paycheck onwards, we will only be stuffing a total of 5,000 pesos. So I will not be able to stuff all of my envelopes, like the saving challenges and the sinking fund. So with that being said, let's start with our cash stuff. The first one that we are going to stuff is our cash envelope, or our variable expenses. So let me just get this, and let's take out any leftover that we have. So for food, I think this is the empty. We have nothing in food. Wilkins, there's nothing in Wilkins. Food delivery, we still have, let me just take it out first. So for food delivery, we still have 1, 2, 3. We still have 300 pesos for food delivery, and let me just put this to the side for now, and I will show you guys later what I am going to do with this leftover. Next up is miscellaneous, and for miscellaneous, we still have 100, 20, 40, 60, 80. We still have 180 pesos for miscellaneous, and we're going to put this later in our petty cash fund envelope. Okay, so let me just flip back to food, and for this budget period, food is getting 1,300 pesos. So let me just get 2 500 peso bill. So let me get, okay, and then 3 100 peso bills. Say 1, 2, 3. So food is getting 500, 1,000, 100, 200, 300. So we have 1,300 pesos for food. And as always, guys, I like to divide our food on a weekly basis. So for food, to avoid like overspending on the first week and then nothing for the second week. So for this first week, food is getting 500 pesos. And for the following week, it will be getting this 800 pesos. So for this, our food budget is mainly for our weekly supply of meat, vegetables, eggs, or other food items that we buy on a weekly basis. And other stuff that we need are already included in our monthly grocery. So this 800 pesos is going into our food holding binder. So this is our budget for the next week or the following week. Okay, so we are done with our holding binder. Let me just put this to the side. And then food is done. Next up is Wilkins. And Wilkins is getting the usual 500 pesos for this budget period. And Wilkins is for our drinking water. Okay, so Wilkins is done. Next up is food delivery, and food delivery is getting 500 pesos also for this budget period. And this is for if we are craving for McDonald's, Jollibee, or pizza. And if we spend this on the first week, then we will have to wait again on the next budget period to have something on our food delivery. And then moving on, we have miscellaneous, and miscellaneous is getting 400 pesos. So let's take 100 peso bill. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 1, 2, 3, 400 pesos. And miscellaneous is for any items that are not included in the first three categories, or if we run out of laundry soap, dishwashing soap, or if our food budget is not enough for the week, then we will dip into our miscellaneous envelope. So that's it for our cash envelope or our variable expenses. So let me just put this to the side and get our revolving fund. Okay, so for revolving fund, we have the first one that we have is gas, and gas is getting 100 pesos. Let's take 100 pesos, and gas is our home gas, cooking gas, or LPG. So gas now has 1,000, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. So we have 1,500 in gas, and gas is still fully funded. I think gas now is around 900 pesos. So we have this 1,000 pesos for that. So yeah. So gas is done. Next up is vitamins, and vitamins is getting 100 pesos. So vitamins now has, let's add this 100. So we have 100, 200, 300. So we now have 300 pesos in vitamins. So vitamins is done. Next up is family trip, and family trip is getting the usual 200 pesos. And family trip is for our monthly visit to visit my mom in the province, and we already did that. We visited her last weekend or during the holiday. So yeah, so I took out 1,000 pesos from here. So family trip now has 1,000, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. So we have 1,500 pesos in family trip. So family trip is done. Week 5 is still fully funded at 1,000 pesos. Then we have PCF, and PCF is getting this leftover from miscellaneous. So we have 100, 20, 40, 60, 80. We have 180 pesos going to PCF. So PCF now has, so we have 1,150, 70, 90, 210, 230. So we have 1,230 pesos in PCF. So we are done with our revolving fund binder. Let me just put this to the side and get our savings fund binder. So here is our savings fund, And the first one that we have is personal savings, and this is getting 500 pesos rather. So let me just take this 1,000 pesos and let me just yes, let's put back this 500 pesos. So let's add this here, and we are not going to count our savings fund, and we will do that at the end of the year. So yeah. And then we have calamity fund, and calamity fund is getting the usual 500 pesos. So let's add this. The next up is emergency fund, and emergency fund is getting 200 pesos. So let's get 1, 2. Okay, so we're done with emergency fund. Next up is debt fund, and debt fund is getting 300 pesos. 1, 2, 3. So let's add this here. Okay, and the last one for this binder is my son's savings. So we are going to add this 1,000 pesos, which is from his lola or grandmother. So yeah. And so we're done with our savings fund binder. So let me just put this to the side and get our holding fund binder. Okay, so for this remaining 1, 2, 3, 400 pesos, this is going to our sinking fund. And I still have this 500 pesos from last month, so I was not able to stuff our sinking fund envelopes or do the breakdown. That is because I only have this 500 pesos and I wasn't able to add anything to this envelope. So as you all know guys, my husband did not have a commission last month. So yeah, so for now I'll just let this stay in the sinking fund holding binder. Let's just add this. So we now have 500, 600, 700, 800, 900. So we have 900 pesos now in our sinking fund holding envelope, and I am not sure if I will or I can do the breakdown or stuffing this at the end of November. So that depends if I can add anything more to this, and if I can't, then I'll just let it build up in this holding envelope. So yeah, and that's it for our sinking fund. So we are done with this binder. So let me just put this to the side, and this leftover from food delivery envelope. So we have 1, 2, 300 pesos. So let me just put this here. We're going to put that to our Noche Buena Savings Challenge, and we are going to stop for 2 weeks. So we need 400 pesos. So let me just grab again our holding binder, and I need to take out 100 pesos from our leftover envelope. Let's take out this 100 pesos. So we still have 200 pesos from our leftover envelope, and I used to put this leftover at the end of the month to our this month savings challenge, but we already completed that challenge. So for now, I will be using this to stop our savings challenges, our mini saving challenges. So yeah, let me just put this to the side and stuff this 400 into our Noche Buena Savings Challenge. So here, so we have here, let's add this 400. So Noche Buena Savings Challenge now have 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800. So we now have 800 pesos in our Noche Buena Savings Challenge, and we will color our Noche Buena Savings Tracker later. So I also have a ton of mini savings challenges, and these are all available in my IG shop. So yeah, and so yeah, so for this pay period we are not going to stop our 52-week savings challenge. And as you know guys, I always allocate 1,000 pesos in our 52-week savings challenge. And because our paycheck for today and moving forward is less than 1,000 pesos. So I'm not sure if I can still finish this challenge, or I should stop this, or I should put this on hold. So I'm not yet decided on what to do with the 52-week savings challenge. So for now, I'll just let this stay here and let's see. So yeah, so that's it for today's video guys. Thank you so much for watching and spending your time with me, and I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank you so much, you guys. I am so grateful to each and every one of you guys. Thank you so much, you guys, once again. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do consider subscribing to the channel and help our small family grow. So that's it, you guys, and keep safe everyone. God bless everyone, and I'll see you next time. Bye.